Hi, everyone. How are you? Thank you for being here. So tonight I did a meditation that I wanted to share with you, and I thought the best way to describe the theme was how to survive 2025 and beyond. And well, before we get started, if you could like and subscribe, I always have to say that. I'm trying to get to 100K, and then supposedly my entire life will change. There will be rainbows. I don't know. I get to have a little cute placard. I don't know. It'll be fun. Anyway, so tonight when I did my meditation, what can I give the audience? What can I give to all of you to help you in the coming years as we bring in 2025 and beyond? There's a lot of fear, particularly if we watch the news. There's a lot of fear and terror, and it would be nice if we didn't uh, have all that fear and terror, and if we could just come down off of that and calm down and come together and make a beautiful world. Wouldn't that be great? Okay, so let's talk about what's happening. The first thing that Spirit says that we all have to do in order to heal the world and to be a lot less stressful in 2025 and beyond. It may seem simple and it may be hard to believe, but it's the first thing that they talked about, when I meditated was the importance of prayer. That your prayer practice and your meditation practice, if you could try and do it daily. This is something that I've stopped doing. When I get depressed, I will sometimes stop chanting. I will stop doing my mantras. I will stop doing my meditations. But the first thing that we can do to help stay calm and make the world a better place is to pray for others, to pray for ourselves and to pray for others, to listen to higher octave music keeps our vibration high. Depending upon what your spiritual tradition is, it can be Christian gospel, uh, it can be Buddhist mantras, but the idea is to have this be a year where you are meditating and keeping the vibrations of your home, your thoughts pure and high, and to send prayers and mantras to everyone, and to not get pulled into this dog eat dog world of politics. It's important instead to just keep your vibration high, pray, do mantras, keep your head in a good place, and to send out positive energy. The mantras and the prayers that you put out to the world will have a positive impact. Subliminally, they will make people calmer. Calmer people make better decisions. So believe in the power of prayer, if nothing else, than to create a great tone, a good energy in your life, which will reverberate out to the rest of the world. So for 2025, try and have a regular prayer, a system of prayer and meditation daily. That includes praying for yourself and others, holding good thoughts and good wishes and good vibes for the planet. The second thing that the universe is asking us to do at this time is to focus on more local issues are far easier, to attain. Cleaning up the streets in your neighborhood, helping people cross the road, helping one another's businesses, being a kind neighbor, starting community groups, local groups in your area that exist to make life better for the communities that we live in, and to reach across the aisle and speak to people. But that is the second thing we have to focus on is make sure the issues are local. If we can show the world how to care for one another at the local level, then those policies can be adopted at the state level and at a federal level. So we have to get back to local, caring at the local level. The third thing we're being asked to do is to choose mastery in our lives. Even if you've never mastered anything before and you're feeling old and it's too late, you don't have to necessarily achieve it in this lifetime. But it's important that we all take up the call to pursue mastery. Mastery in our professions and mastery in our spiritual and creative development. Like, I study the violin every day. It is a desire that I master the violin. I don't know how far I'll get, but the act of attempting to master something, the discipline that comes with sticking to something and working at it, the humility with comes with asking for help as you learn a new skill, all of these things give us spiritual benefit. Enrolling at a community college when, we feel like we're way too old, it can be humbling, but it can also be a really wonderful spiritual experience that allows us to attain mastery in a given thing that we've chosen. It doesn't matter what you choose to master. It can be anything from ceramics, like I said, to the violin, to, well, anything. But what's important is that you get on the path of saying, "I am going to focus on this thing and dedicate to mastering it." The fourth message from Spirit is that we must take responsibility for our health, and that means becoming educated about what is best for the human body. We have to breathe, we have to move, we have to be on a predominantly plant-based diet, not a carnivore diet. Predominantly plant-based, not entirely, doesn't have to be, but to have most of our calories come from whole plant food. I usually recommend the anti-inflammatory diet, but the point is that we wanna commit to a healthy lifestyle, that we cannot rely on others to protect our health, a pharmaceutical or a drug or a health insurance company. That ultimately we have to rely on building healthy communities and healthy lifestyles. The fifth message from Spirit is to protect yourself and lay low. So, in plainer words, if you're living a frugal lifestyle, if you're saving for a rainy day, if you're taking care of yourself and you're doing okay, you don't wanna advertise it. Everybody should try and live at the same level, we say. Rich or poor, we should all learn how to make naan bread. We should all learn how to eat like everyone else. This is why I have a frugal living channel called Broke Aristocrats. It teaches us all how to return to our simple humanity, cook from scratch. We've forgotten how to cook food. We've forgotten how to cook dried beans and turn it into food. We don't know how to do these things anymore. Instead, everything is pre-made, even our soups, everything is pre-made, and so we've disconnected from the earth, we've disconnected from our food source, and, we're also being poisoned because we don't know the cook, the chemicals, the preservatives, whereas if we learn to cook, natural foods, protect ourselves, lay low, live a simple lifestyle, we won't stand out as much. We won't pick, what we won't attract envy, and we'll be able to live and eat with the common man, you know, a nice bean stew, right? So learn to live with the common man and lay low. Be like everyone else. Don't be an ego like, "I'm the king and I get to eat steak." Part of what may be happening, that's the problem with America, is that we've all gotten into, we wanna win, we wanna succeed, we wanna be rich, and we chase the dollar, and that may not be what's best for the country as a whole. So instead, learn to eat with the common man. What does the average person in the world eat today? If we look globally, maybe lentils, a little curried lentils, right? Rice. So learn to cook basic foods and eat them. Lay low and keep yourself simple. Do not attract envy in others. And the sixth message is help others in need when you can, but be discreet. Don't advertise. And again, it goes back to this idea of be a minimalist. And if somebody needs your help, help them. But you never want to advertise how much wealth you have. You want to live a simple life, keep us all on the same level, save for a rainy day, live below your means, and we all help when we can. This is the main messages for how to survive 2025 and beyond. So I hope this meditation gives you guidance going forward. And I thought I would also do the cards. We're going to go ahead and do the empath prayer. And I'm going to go ahead and look at the cards and see if there's anything else we need to know about what's coming for 2025. Okay, I want to call on white light protection for myself and this community as we ask permission from Spirit to access the Akashic records. We call on our spirit guides and our good angels to be with us. Please give us the clarity and the wisdom that is needed to empower all of us on our journeys to make the best decisions for ourselves, our families, the planet, the people we love, but also to help those that we may have strife with. And together, collectively, we say, Amen. One of the things that I'm going to go ahead and predict that is happening is that there are major military actions going on globally with the West, the United States, and their allies, where we will see dramatic military actions taking place in the next couple of weeks. And this could include high profile assassinations. I feel like politically we could see huge major changes, and I think we could see the toppling of both Iranian and Russian leadership within this year. It just feels like we're moving in that direction. I've talked about the fact that I think that Gaza will be rebuilt, that they will be helped, and the rebuild will be a joint effort of the Arab Israeli countries, the West. But I do feel this energy of planned major military actions, not just the Houthi, Israel taking out the Houthi, but the United States joining in. And I see also major shocking military actions taking place, Ukraine against Russia, where we could see in the very near future a dismantling of Russian leadership, Iranian leadership as well. All right, close to home, we'll look at what Trump will achieve his first year in office. Of course, this is very different than the last time because we have a new group of people who have invested in the Republican Party. So he does have control of the Supreme Court. The conservatives do for the next 4 years. If he's not able to complete the 4 years, of course, Vance would come in and have the same exact conservative policies and likely the same conservative judges. Let's take a look. All right, so this is a thief running from the courts. The first thing I see is a thief running from the courts. The karma card is the thief, a thief who grabs the stuff and attempts to flee. It's like the circus guy running from the circus. He grabs his stuff, he flees. This is known as the thief's card, and it sits in the house of karma for Trump. And so a feeling that he is a thief who has stolen something, maybe because he took the documents and they wanted to get, took it back to Florida, the Florida case, or the election, but this is somebody who is a thief who is attempting to flee the Queen of Swords. Could be because he's trying to run from the fact that he's gonna be sentenced by Mershon for 34 counts, but he's not gonna be serving. He might have to probably pay some penalty to the state. But the point is, he's running from Lady Truth, the thief who runs from Lady Truth. So some truth I keep getting over and over again in this remote view and also in the cards. Some truth comes out that Trump is fleeing or attempting to evade. Ace of Wands, he comes in high power the first 30 days. He wants revenge. He is coming in, and boy, I've got a list. These next 30 days, he is angry, he is wanting revenge, and he's being very proactive. The Ace of Wands is a 30-day card, and it's an aggressive card. It's a card of conquering, gonna climb that mountain. I'm gonna pound you into submission. So he comes in with a very strong, it's the anger that I find so disturbing about politics right now. It makes it very difficult for me to do my job. I don't like being attacked by if you support Trump, support him. Why do you have to be belligerent, abusive, and so toxic when you come onto my channel? You're mentally ill. See a psychiatrist. I mean, this level of violence and toxicity is sick. I don't give a damn who you voted for. On both sides, it's enough already. It's Fruit Loops, and it's really harming the planet. And we should just not participate. Focus on a local level. You know who you're going to vote for. But this attacking back and forth, maggots. I don't want to hear this crap on my channel. I'm so burned out on it. But yes, this is a guy who's coming in. He wants revenge. I would not be surprised if he wanted revenge against those who he feels have harmed him. There's a 10 of Swords here. The stabbed in the back, a feeling of betrayal comes to him. I'm telling you. Trump will be betrayed. I don't know what this is. If they used him from the beginning, I don't know what this is. But he comes in like gangbusters. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. And, that Ace of Wands energy. And then 10 of Swords. This guy is facing a betrayal. What is above him? No, I will not back down. No, 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 no. Stubborn, angry. That's very much like Trump. He will not agree. Delay sentencing. Sit down, refuse. That's something you'll see in spoiled children or people with personality disorders. No, la, talk to the hand. That refuse. He will not agree. If he could just refuse. What are you going to do, Judge Mershon? I'm the future president of the United States. I'm not going to show up at all on the 10th when you said I had to be sentenced. This guy is refusing to participate. What he sits below, the Fool. He is someone who is prone to make stupid mistakes because of emotionalism, defensiveness, a personality disorder, perhaps. And there isn't a lot of personal responsibility that this individual he's not able to take much responsibility for his bad choices. But refusal to take an offer. He feels betrayed. He sits in a potential foolish a fall. He's coming out of the Lovers, and he's entering into the 10 of Cups. He is going to create new alliances that he did not have before. And I think it could be the new green economy and the new innovation coming out. You have to realize that we have a lot of new green technology that's being developed out of Silicon Valley, and Biden brought in the new Green Deal. and Trump is probably going to get on board with these types of energy because Ten of Cups is like a new beginning, marriage, the happy family. Lovers is to reach across the aisle. It's when you sit down next to the person you may have had a problem with, and they say, "Well, you haven't been so open-minded in the past about the green economy, but here's how much money we can make if we switch to solar in these areas, and this is how much we can save in terms of the federal budget." So lovers is when you reach across the aisle, you may be communicating with someone you don't necessarily like, and then you enter into the 10 of cups, which is this happy marriage. So you also have this stubborn betrayal here. So it's interesting. On the one hand, Trump is facing betrayals from within his own people. Stabbed in the back means your own people, which means people in MAGA could turn against him. People in the Republican Party that he thought he could trust could turn against him. Um, and Democrats turn towards him. This is the weird thing that starts to happen to Trump when Silicon Valley and California buys him out, is that he starts to agree with them about that sounds like a really good. It's like, what are you doing? We want coal, right? We want you to dig more coal, right? So this interesting, I like this energy of the positive aspects of technology. Let's face facts. We love our smartphones, right? There's good that's come from technology. Surgery now with robots, so you're never going to have to worry about the doctor screwing up or leaving instruments in the body, right? Because you should see the precision, particularly of these when they're programmed to slice like in the brain and stuff. It's just like a hundredth of an inch, like it's amazing the precision of these computers. So we like technology. We like biotechnology. We love all of this stuff. And there are wonderful things, the ways that it's going to serve humanity. So we don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. This has a positive aspect, and I think that may be why nobody protested on the 6th. It's like, okay, because of this feeling like, well, but he got bought by California. So it's just a different energy. And this lovers and this 10 of cups, it's so weird for me to see this, like JFK Jr. from a Democratic family. Elon Musk used to be Libertarian Democrat. You just have Tulsi Gabbard used to be Democrat. This is a different vibe. It's just a different vibe than last time. Ace of Cups, offering a wedding, this marriage, a wedding, a new relationship. It pisses off the evangelical, pisses off the Project 25 people. So you get this split again. So you got a couple libertarian Democrats that are saying, well, wait a minute, he's talking about the new green economy. He's talking about our contracts. Well, that's not so bad. And so what starts to happen with this 10 of cups, this ace of cups energy coming in, is that the opposition becomes the evangelicals and some aspects of MAGA. Hopes and fears, confusion about the direction, who bought him, right? This concern that Musk bought him. And then the exact opposite happened of what people thought Musk was going to do. Well, he's only going to hire white people. Then, oh, wait a minute, now he's hiring people of color. And why? Because he's saying that they are doing better in the workforce. So it was the exact opposite of what, right? It was going to be only white people because he said, no, I want to be colorblind and just hire based on potential. So what happened? He ended up hiring 100,000 people of color based on sheer data. So it was the exact opposite results of what everybody had expected. And then it creates this huge tension with MAGA when somebody says, but I just wanted to go with pure data, throw out DEI and just look at pure data and end up hiring a bunch of people of color. So now we have this great irony, right? And that is exactly what's happening, is that the people who fight the hardest, who work the hardest, often people who come from poor neighborhoods, people of color, etcetera. They're the ones that are now getting the jobs because they know how to work hard. They're not spoiled. They weren't going to toga parties, right, and drinking beer and assuming that they were going to get the job with doing half the work. Now the person who knows how to fight, who knows how to work hard is getting the job. So it's actually not working out the way that people had expected. So we have this confusion in the old base and this back and forth, Two of Pentacles. Whose side are you on? It's fascinating to see this energy shift when California takes over. His Six of Wands, a lot of his policies will be embraced by both sides. Opposition, Three of Swords, Democrats possibly heartbroken, but scholars and academics are able to get in. And he has Seven of Cups, which is a confusion. I'm a little bit concerned about the mental health of 45 or 47 now coming in. Seven of Cups can denote confusion or lightheadedness. I'd be worried about stroke, dehydration, not getting enough air to the brain. Watch your blood sugar levels with the Seven of Cup. It's a feeling of being spacey, pulled in a lot of different directions. You know, in terms of health concerns, I would say for Trump, I'd be concerned about cognition for his first year, and feeling scattered and spacey with the Seven of Cups. In the end, everything works out because in the end, everybody goes to the green economy. And the contracts are with Silicon Valley, which is the green economy. It all goes back to the same thing. And Biden's green package, which is trillions, and it all very little changes. The only concern is this revenge feeling I have when I go into Trump. In terms of Project 25, I'm going to take a look at that for you guys. Thanks for being here. Thank you for being my friend, my YouTube friend. Okay, let's do this. Project 25. I just feel such optimism about these new innovation. Project number 25. Project 25, Two of Cups and a Four of Wands. They feel like now they have a seat at the table in DC. Like there's going to be this big Catholic ball and everybody's going to wear beautiful gowns, and the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups. And it's this beautiful, wonderful energy coming in for the celebration of a lifetime, which is 25. But what they don't realize is that a lot of people that are bankrolling this president hate religion. You know, again, you've got this thing happening. King of Wands is a war king, and it's the Christian soldier perhaps fighting forward. It's this fighting kind of an energy, and the crossing faded. So this person feels, perhaps the head of the Heritage Foundation, perhaps they feel it was their destiny, a feeling of destiny here and the judgment of God. So the imagery that they're using, God coming down in a judgment, this feeling that it was destined to be lovers. Again, how they can reach other people, how they can convince other people. And then comes heartbreak. They have this huge disappointment, like somebody else got into the president's ear and moved him towards industry, innovation, technology. We're not going to Mars probably, but we're learning a hell of a lot about how to recycle rocket boosters. So money that NASA didn't have to do research on how you can less space junk, right? Being able to preserve those rocket launchers. incredible science and knowledge and technology is coming from SpaceX, but the future is floating cities, which is being developed by Jeff Bezos. I had a vision. I saw the cities. I saw the rotating. They rotate the Earth, and they do have a gravitational pull. So you're going to still be the same weight, depending on which condos you buy. But I found out after I did the remote that it's Jeff Bezos that's developing it, and it gives freedom to the Earth to return back to natural wildlife if you float around in like these cities that are above the earth. So that's what they will start to do. That's the kind of exciting technology the billions are going into to preserve and save the world. Like, to believe it or not, Jeff Bezos' stuff is going to take off. And Musk's stuff is we're learning, though we will probably never go to Mars, we're learning a ton about rockets and space travel, etc. There's a Two of Pentacles. Interesting. That could be that their money dries up, or that there's something questionable going on with the money, and confusion and corruption, and possibly shady business, like somebody rips off the Heritage Foundation, or they get defrauded or something like that. And then the hope and fear, that they have the Star, and then the final outcome is the businesswoman comes in. Looks like some powerful woman could be taking over Project 25. They're going to have to hang up their aspirations, because there's something here about some kind of an opposition, corruption, and possibly some kind of corruption in terms of their money sources. Two of Pentacles is the treasure trove. Two of Pentacles is dicey finances. It can be corruption. And then the Empress is like the treasure trove or the money. So something weird is going on with the money and the money sources that'll be revealed from Project 25. And its final outcome is a Hanged Man. Could indicate that that gets exposed and collapses from within as a result of that. But some shaky economics and lack of cooperation from people within the GOP cause it to possibly be dismantled or have to hang up some of its aspirations. All right, that is it. That is the tarot reading for today for future predictions, how to survive 2025 and beyond. Take care of your health, and because there's always new emerging viruses, like the bird flu, unfortunately, is hitting. So we want to make sure to take care of our health as well. All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming and to visit the channel. If you're trying to get in for a reading with me, you can find the information below by booking me through Booksy. Be kind to all, so that all will be kind to you too. God bless. Peace out. We'll see you next time. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you.